Many scoopers have reported that Henry Cavill's Superman will appear in Black Adam this October, but for some fans, hearing Henry Cavill is returning is not enough, with another debate being sparked about which suit Superman should wear. Hey everyone, welcome back to our movie news. Today we will discuss which suit Superman should wear in Black Adam and why it really does not matter. Before we get into the video, make sure to let me know if you think it matters what suit Superman wears in Black Adam in the comments below. This video is from the mindset that Henry Cavill will appear in Black Adam, so don't worry, I do know it is just a rumor at this point, but for the sake of the debate going on social media, we will take that rumor as a fact. Now, first and foremost, we need to work out when Black Adam takes place in the DCEU, because that will really indicate to us as to what suit Superman is wearing at that point in time. And it is a really easy answer. It is set after the events of Justice League, as we can see Amanda Waller being associated with the Justice League, and they didn't exist before the Justice League film. So it is set after the events of Justice League. But which Justice League film? Well, with the Black Adam team removing the Justice League 2017 shot from their latest trailer, and the fact that the Snyder Cut is far better than Justice League, I will go with the Snyder Cut being the Justice League film that is canon to the DCEU. Like I said in the previous video, no one is calling for Justice League to be canon. No one at Warner Bros. Discovery is proud of that film. So, for everyone's sake, making the Snyder Cut canon makes a whole load of sense. So, with that being said, Superman was wearing the black suit at the end of Justice League, and in Shazam and Peacemaker, the suit was back to the blue and red suit. I personally wasn't a fan of the suit we saw in Shazam, and the suit in Peacemaker was just the Justice League suit with some shadows on it, so he seems to be shifting around from suit to suit. But we need to remember that these appearances were during the Warner Bros. Regime, who were an absolute mess and had no idea what they were doing. So I think we shouldn't be so analytical about those two appearances, as the company had no idea what was going on. But now Warner Bros. Discovery are in charge, and we know that they are actually creating a long-term plan, and Superman will be a key part of that. But I think fans are thinking way too much into what suit he should be wearing. Personally, the only reason why I would want to see Superman in the black suit is to confirm that the Snyder Cut was canon. If it was already confirmed as canon, then I would want to see Superman in the blue and red suit. And in all honesty, I want to see him in the blue and red suit in the Black Adam cameo. But which blue and red suit will it be, as he's worn two and we've seen one floating in the Kryptonian ship in the Snyder Cut? Honestly, I don't really care. I love them all, and if Superman's suit can change from Man of Steel to Batman v Superman without any explanation, then why can't it in Black Adam? I used to be very defensive of this debate, saying how Superman was supposed to be in the black suit until he succumbed to the anti-life equation in Justice League 2, but now I've realised that that plan won't ever happen. And before some of you get angry, that's not me saying the Snyderverse won't ever happen and I've given up. It's just that Snyder himself has said that he has created new storyboards if he was ever to create a Justice League film. And if that was ever to happen, it would have to be within the DCEU's continuity, which has moved so far past his original plan. Sure, if the DCEU had been stationary since Justice League, then I would still very much be pushing for the original Justice League sequel plans. But the DCEU has moved forward and more characters have been introduced. So going back to the blue and red suit doesn't upset me as it once would have. In fact, I think this is a perfect opportunity for the Superman story to develop even more. Build on from the Snyder Cut storyline and bring it into the new DCEU, with a Superman solo film set after Black Adam. We could see Clark and Lois dealing with Lois's pregnancy and learning to become a father, connecting him even more to his two fathers who both taught him different lessons, getting the perfect balance. I think if us DC fans who want the Snyderverse restored restrict ourselves so tightly to Snyder's original plan, then we will never be open to any other ideas or any other possibilities that the DCEU might have. I'm not a Snyderverse fan because I blindly follow Zack Snyder. I'm a Snyderverse fan because I'm a DC fan and I loved his DC films, and his plan for the Justice League sequels sounded really good to me. And of course I want to see that story continue, but Snyder himself has admitted that the DCEU has moved past his original plan, and he has confirmed that he's created new storyboards for Justice League 2 and 3. And I think the only place those sequels can happen is in the DCEU now. So if we want a Snyderverse to be restored, then we're going to have to be open to things not being exactly how they were originally planned. If you want to stick by Snyder's original plan and continuity, then that's completely fine. Fair play, I really respect the loyalty. But for me, I'm okay with things not being exactly how Snyder planned them, because there are other DC directors out there with different ideas that can be just as good, if not better, than the original plan. And the DCEU has moved past Snyder's old plan, whether we like it or not. I'm a DC fan who's been disappointed in recent DC films, but I have faith in Discovery to create a high-quality DC universe. So the suit Superman wears in Black Adam, if he turns up that is, really doesn't matter to me, because at the end of the day, under Warner Brothers, Henry Cavill wouldn't have made an appearance at all, but he is strongly reported to now. I'm gonna appreciate the progress made, and the fact that it looks like Henry Cavill is back. The main rumour is that he turns up in the Batman v Superman suit, which I know annoys some fans, as that suit was damaged when Doomsday killed Superman. But the Kryptonian ship can make new suits, and I would assume that it can repair them too. As we can see in the Nightmare future, he's wearing the BVS suit again. So it really isn't a problem no matter which side you look at it from. The key thing to focus on is whether or not he actually turns up in Black Adam, and if it is actually Henry Cavill who makes an appearance, not just another headless cameo. That should be the main focus. If you're going to debate about anything about his cameo, I think we should make it very clear to the Black Adam team that if they use a theme for his cameo, it needs to be Hans Zimmer's Man of Steel theme and not John Williams' Superman theme. Don't get me wrong, I think the original Superman theme is still really good, but for a modern Superman, he needs a modern theme. And when you connect a character to a theme over 3 films, that needs to continue going forward, especially when it is such an incredible piece of music. So if we're going to ask for specific things from this cameo, I think we should focus on the theme being used, not which suit he will be wearing. His suit has changed in all 3 films, but his theme has not. The colour of his suit was important at a certain point in time, when the old plan was viable, but it doesn't seem like it is anymore. So I think as long as we see Henry Cavill turn up in Black Adam, we can't be complaining. We've wanted his return for so long now, and it finally looks like it will happen. I think we should just focus on the positives of this situation, and realise how lucky we are that Discovery are bringing Cavill back, because if it was down to the old Warner Brothers regime, he was going to be erased in the Flash film and replaced with Supergirl. Now with Discovery in charge, we could see Superman and Supergirl in the same movie. We need to keep high standards, but also be realistic. Obviously, do what you want to do. If you disagree, that's fine. I'm just a fan at the end of the day and have no inside information. This is just my opinion. I'm just not going to let the colour of Henry Cavill's Superman suit get in the way of me being happy that he's back. So, do you think the colour of his suit matters? And if so, make sure to let me know why in the comments below. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. I hope to see you here again soon, so until then, have a great day. Bye!